Freezing Inferno, and welcome back to Let's Play Battletoads. Clinger Winger! The gimmick of this level is a Hypno Orb is chasing you. If the Hypno Orb catches you, you merge with it and become the Hypno Toad. Just kidding, you die. You're riding this weird unicycle thing, and it controls a little oddly. You have to hold the direction you're moving in order for it to go fast. Any other direction, you slow down, the Hypno Orb will get you. The Hypno Orb is naturally faster than you, so the only way you can beat this level is by taking these corners perfectly. Therein lies the challenge and the problem, depending on how you're playing this game. In 1991, you'd be playing it with an NES controller. You'd have a crossed pad, and well, I assume it'd be pretty simple to do like that, but I've been emulating it and using an Xbox controller, which is fine and dandy for the other levels, but that analog stick is not good for taking these corners perfectly and accelerating on the dime. So I had to improvise. I'm using a keyboard. I can devote a finger to each key and just take every corner absolutely perfectly without any fuss at all. That's what I probably suggest doing if you're playing this on an emulator, which you probably are, because who in their right mind would buy Battletoads? I mean, seriously. This is the end of the level anyway, but if you don't want to use a keyboard, there's another option available to you. Yeah, I sped up the footage. You don't need to see the race in full speed twice, but here's the trick. Pause at every corner, change to the new direction, unpause. Repeat until you win. It's really great. Of course, you don't want to break the game, I suppose. Well, the only real way to play this would be on an NES. And I can't actually tell you how it is on an NES because I've never played this game on the NES. Maybe I'll buy a copy someday. Yes, I just said that you'd be insane to buy a copy of Battletoads, but I'm LPing it! I'm already tainted! It's already wormed its way into my bloodstream. I might as well give in to the temptation and buy it. But yeah, with either of those tricks, you can make Clinger Winger your... Look at... The Hypno Orb isn't even on screen! Fucking clown shoes. Holy shit. In case you couldn't tell, I love those sound bites. Anyway, at the end of Clinger Winger, you have to fight a boss. The Hypno Orb. What an annoying little boss. Our headbutt tricks are not that good on it because he's actually small. He's not a great big brute like Big Black or Roboman or General Slaughter. It's a stupid little Hypno Orb. It's small. And, well, it has two attacks, so to speak. Touching it electrocutes you. And it can jump up and squish you. What fun. Also, yeah, the main drawback to my grand scheme is that I'm actually fighting this guy with a keyboard, so that's fun. You can pick him up and throw him in the corner and headbutt him a little if that's your thing. A few free hits on the old Hypno Orb here. I like it. I'm not really a fan of this boss, but you son of a bitch. Now he's doing the stupid hops. If he lands on you, you're dead. So don't let him land on you. Just dash around like a madman and try to do something to this guy. I tried and failed to do something to that guy. Man, that's what stockpiling the lives were for, these final levels. Also looking good on camera, but that's besides the point. And I got one back anyway. There you go. All is well. Come on, Hypno Orb. There. He's done. Clinger Winger's done. On to the final stage. Welcome to the revolution. Right away we're being accosted by a yellow rhino. We're going to be seeing a few more of those guys as we go. But the gimmick to this level is it's a big tower and it rotates. A lot of games do this trick. Mickey Mania did it. Dynamite Heady did it. I'm sure some other game that I'm forgetting did it. Lots of games like to do it, but this one's doing it on the NES. They don't have no Mode 7 or anything to render the thing. So, props, Rare. This is actually a pretty neat graphical effect. I like it. This level, though, whoa. This level's platforming, and it's difficult. Oh my. I think my sense of difficulty is skewed, because I can't really tell you, oh, it's harder than the Terratubes, or it's easier than Volkmar's Inferno. This game just fucks you up. You don't know what's hard and what's easy anymore. But I didn't have too much trouble with the Revolution when I recorded this. That's not to say that when I first played the game I didn't have trouble with the Revolution, because by God I did, and you will too, if you play the game and somehow make it this far. These clouds are kind of annoying, but as long as you keep the stick, you can just whack them. If not, they fly around the base of the tower and you have to timed headbutts on them. This little guy, he's hungry, and if he gets you in his mouth, it's instant death, so keep him at bay with your stick. Otherwise, you gotta headbutt him. Yeah, that's the key here. Don't die! Because then you lose your stick, and if you lose your stick, you're boned! These happy little red clouds, well, they're shooting something out. That's actually poison gas. It'll kill you instantly. I don't know why it doesn't look like the poison gas that the little gas shooter shot out in Intruder, Excluder, and Rat Race, but oh well. That's not too hard of a section. Then we gotta fight another green cloud, though, and yeah, you see how great the stick is. Otherwise, well, there. That's how you deal with him without the stick. But you can keep him in the air if you're good, and you whack him with the stick in the air. But if he's too high, you can't hit him. So be wary of that. Other than that, it's smooth sailing. The Revolution doesn't have very many checkpoints, only about 2 or 3. But now we come to this fun bit where the platforms start revolving and you gotta get on them and move with them and time your jumps. It's pretty neat. I'm a fan of pure platforming. I can't help it. I'm not a fan of some of the bullshit this game throws at you, but it's this level. Not bad. Maybe my brain's completely broken and this is an awful level and I just can't see it because I've gone mad, but I'll let you sane people be the judge. How's that? You know, I also like the color scheme, the blue and the purple. It's an interesting design choice for the tower there. Dark Queen, but come on. Timing those springboard jumps can be a little tricky. Ooh. That looks fun. Oh, and then we come to this shit. You gotta grab onto these sticks, poles, whatever you want to call them, because if you're on the ground when this big guy comes and starts blowing air, instant death. Of course it's instant death. It's weird though, because the rhinos, the yellow rhinos, they hit you, they do 2 points of damage. I'm not used to that. Everything's been doing 3 points. Now this is hard. You gotta really move fast on those disappearing platforms, or else you're gonna fall to your death. It's quick. But that's actually the final checkpoint. So, from now until we get to the end of the Revolution, that's where we gotta go. No. Blow off. That's not even an insult. This game's broken my ability to insult it. How sad. Now this little rhino, you want to be careful. The other ones have been dying to 3 sticks. But this guy takes 4. They fucked with his health a little to lull you into a false sense of security. Oh, he's dead. Nope! Rhino horn to the face. Now this guy, he's a little lower. That may make him seem harder to hit, but you can just stand there and whack him as he's moving. Unless you miss, but hit with the head. Okay, there we go. Don't need to hit him with a headbutt, but there! That'll do it. Ram horns all the way. You want to be careful, though. You don't want to jump up if you see these poles unless you know you can make it. Like, you may be tempted to jump up there and sort of, like, gauge how high the tower is, but don't do that. This is probably the hardest section. You gotta make these pole jumps perfectly, or else you fall. You get blown off. And then you gotta land back on the springboard down there. Oh, really scares me. And now we're at the final section of the revolution with this little asshole. You can't kill him, and he blows wind constantly. So what I like to do is I just like to lure him over to the side, and then you're supposed to make a mad dash up these platforms. Up this giant vertical tower of death and destruction. Just move your ass! Or else he'll blow you off and you will die. Okay, the last one, and that was a little bit of a trick at you, you'll see in a second. Oh! Oh, yeah, you see, you gotta go to the right after. But I almost died. Luckily, the floor is still here. A little higher, it wouldn't be. I would have fallen to my death. But do that, and I actually edited that level transition in. You only see it if you game over against the Dark Queen. Her fight is considered to be level 13 Armageddon, so I thought it would be nice to show you. But this is she, the lady who's been taunting us for the entire game, who kidnapped our friends. Yeah, that's what we're doing. Did you forget? Our other Battletoad and some princess got kidnapped by the Dark Queen. That's why we went through all this shit. I bet you forgot! Because this game was kicking your ass so much, you even forgot why you were trying to beat it in the first place. But that's the thing. So, as you see, the Dark Queen has one attack, and that's turn into a tornado. She can also kick you if you get too close to her. So I guess that's 2 attacks, technically. But that's all she does. It's a little anticlimactic, but after the level we went through, after the game we went through to get to her, but I'll appreciate the break. Sure, why not? Just headbutt her. That's it. Like I said, Battletoads is a pretty shoddy beat-em-up, as demonstrated by the fact that she got me in the corner and killed me in 3 rapid hits. Or 1, if you're like that. But this is all you do. Headbutt the Dark Queen. You can also, I guess, jump up and punch her in the air, but that's risky, because if you hit her while she's spinning, you're gonna get hurt. And if you don't time the headbutt perfectly, you're gonna get hurt. And if you go at it at the wrong time, you're gonna get hurt. And if you're standing in the corner, you're gonna get hurt. Point is, you're gonna get hurt. But hey, that's what you stockpile all the lives for, right? There are people who said the Dark Queen is the easiest boss in this game. I disagree. Who's the easiest boss in this game? Probably General Slaughter. Maybe Big Blag, even. Certainly not the Dark Queen! People are good at fighting her, but I'm not one of them. As you can see. I'm whiffing a lot of deaths here, but I earned it. I earned the opportunity. Get out of here, Dark Queen. We beat the game, but don't stand in the middle of the screen, because she has one final fuck you there. That'll hurt you. But yeah, I should mention, all these taunts that the Dark Queen has been doing throughout the game, they're sort of randomly generated. There's a set of 3 or 4. They're not really all that important to show off, but we just beat Battletoads. Way to go. That's way to go, Professor. You're a man of science. You should learn proper English. And we're not going to play any credits music. We're just going to play the boss theme ad nauseum. And if you're expecting like a big ending with credits, no. That's all you get. Some people may swear at that and call it a cop-out, but I don't care. I have the satisfaction of beating the game. I don't need a 20-minute applause screen filleting me, telling me, "Good job! You did it, player! Thank you!" I don't need that. I beat Battletoads. Oh my god, I beat Battletoads. Again. That's, what, 3 times now? Maybe 2. Clearly there's something wrong with me. Well, Battletoads. Not that bad of a game, but ridiculously hard, and I don't think you should play it. I've been Freezing Inferno, and this has been Let's Play Battletoads. I beat the game, you probably shouldn't, but if you decide to, God help you. Next time, someone else decides for me. Hello, I'm Freezing Inferno, and what's this shit? This is Battletoads for the Sega Genesis. I'm not quite done yet. I still have a little odds and ends video to show off. Mostly to deal with the warp zones in Battletoads on the NES, but while I'm at it, I want to play a level of the Sega Genesis Battletoads game, just to show it off. Which level? That's up to you! I want you to comment on this vidoroo, kids, and tell me what level you want to see. Maybe you'd love to see that Wookiee hole again in glorious 16-bit blast processing. Perhaps you'd like to watch me conquer the Turbo Tunnel again just to prove, hey, it ain't impossible. Or whatever level you want. The sky's the limit. So just post your comments and say, hey, I want to see this level. I'll tally up the votes in a day or two, and I'll do it. So, until then, I've been Freezing Inferno, this has been Battletoads. Lateroo.